Okay, so the Juliet's mentor talks about the pact. Like, what the heck is this about?
There are two big mysteries about the Pact. One, we can't mechanize the way we go up and down. No
Okay, so they can't mechanize the way they go up and down.
lifts, no pulleys.
No lifts, no pulleys.
Okay.
Why
That,
would
that I
that
mean
be?
that is a question that we've asked before. Like, why wouldn't you put a pulley? Like, why carry things on people's backs?
So this is the answer.
The pact says no.
The pact says no. So now the question is, why did the pact say no? What's dangerous to social cohesion or silo survivability for pulleys and mechanical elevators?
What I'm thinking is maybe you want to keep people's like their ability to do things very labor intensive,
Okay.
because then that requires the that people dedicate a lot of time to it. Once I start making pulley systems to get things up and down, I don't need those runners to run, which means those people are free to do other jobs. And if you get too many people in the silo that are free with their time, then you get civil unrest.
Ooh, that's
So
a good
you
point.
make the jobs laborious, so that way people stay engaged with their laborious job.
I like that. Also, while you were saying that and talking about keeping people busy, it also stops people from the up high and the people from the down deep
For mixing.
from mixing too much.
right.
The down deep people stay down deep. And they can go up, but
But it's painful. It's an entire day's journey. Like, you really need to have a good reason to do it.
right. So it keeps class separation and it keeps people busy.
That's right. And not only keep people busy, keeps that class separation, but it also limits their abilities. So, like, how are we going to carry the size, something that's like the mass of a car, about 2 tons, 4,000
Not
pounds,
gonna
right?
happen.
Not going to happen, right? But once you start getting pulleys and perhaps even mechanized pulleys, like, people can start to dream bigger. But dreaming bigger is not a stable state for judicial, because they want you to like have your set types of stuff that you can think about that they can control. Once people start dreaming bigger, then like judicial's like, I don't have a rule for how to squelch that.
I like it. I like it. So at the surface, it's like, what the fuck?
Right.
But when maybe we start to think about it, it's like, okay, maybe the social stratification
I see it.
and the pulleys are actually connected
Right.
really strongly.
There are rules. I mean, I guess the pact is a rules to keep society stable, not necessarily growing, not even necessarily like better, good, just stable.
Stable, yeah. And there's the second part of the pact. Let's listen.
Two, no magnification beyond a certain power.
So no magnification beyond a certain power. Why would that be?
So I thought of magnification in two ways. One is for microscopes, the other one is telescopes. Both of these can be problematic for judicial, because if you get telescopes, you get people saying like, I want to see how far out I can reach. But you don't want them to reach far out. You want them to stay in the silo. For microscopes, maybe I thought perhaps this, like the TV that they have, the big screens that they have inside the cafeterias, maybe for human eyes, it looks nice and smooth. It looks like, like a real picture. It looks like a direct, as if I'm seeing something on the world. But if you were to get really close, if you were to zoom in, maybe you start seeing pixelation. Even worse than that is if you have nice sharp images, say like rocks are nice and sharp, but then they show that tree trunk the tree that doesn't have any leaves. If you were to look closely at that, maybe you see pixelization, because it is being edited by the IT guy. So that's worse, because now you get a mix of some things are blocky, some things are not, and you start thinking like, what is going on? Why is this thing blocky? And now it's called into question. So you make a pact. You make a pact so you're not allowed to see things. You're not allowed to zoom into things. You're not allowed to magnify, because that way it keeps the population unable to figure out what's going on. Maybe.
I also remember, so this Juliet's mentor here was looking at like a camcorder
That's right.
and like looking at like the integrated circuits and the tech. And so maybe they don't want people looking too deeply into that.
Right.
Although, why is that important? Why would that be important? Because it's like, oh, the before times had amazing tech. Like, is that going to ruin social cohesion? I don't know if that would. There'd just be like knickknacks and stuff that people wouldn't know how to manufacture.
That's right. Yeah, certainly we can see it's something amazing, but we're like, I don't have the tools to do this. We haven't seen anyone that had the tools to do this, to melt metals and stuff for hundreds of years. I could see it being a problem, because if people can figure out what something is, then they can figure out what part of it's broken, then they can figure out how to troubleshoot and repair it. If you get people figuring out how to repair things, then you get someone, you could get someone that's like, you know what, I'm going to make one. And now you have people manufacturing tech. And you're like, you don't want that. You want your population to be controlled, to be limited in what they have available to them, both physically and also mentally.
So you're thinking like they're not going to be able to manufacture integrated circuits in the silo.
Right.
But they could take broken thing over here, broken thing over here, broken thing over here, and learn how to bring them together with magnification and soldering and all kinds of different things, and rebuild working technology that has bad info on it, like the camcorder.
Or even, yes, absolutely, rebuilding, or even possibly just making new stuff. Like, you don't want people innovating, because innovating could lead to a situation that judicial doesn't know how to handle. You really want people just locked in and just running the program.
So if there is tech, then judicial will know how to run it.
Right. They want to grab it up, secure it all. We have all the tech. We run it. Nobody else is allowed to.
Nobody else, yeah. Or I guess not even judicial. Section 31, the janitor's closet might be.
That's right. That might be the only people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they're the most important.
Most important. We put things from 100 years ago in bags, labeled them very neatly. Okay, Sims.
So cool stuff about the Pact.
Yeah, cool though. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. So this is a little bit skipping ahead. This is where the guy, I forget his name, the criminal dude, he gets thrown off the edge. He's thrown off the edge by Sims, and he falls all the way down to the bottom.
Yep.
Why don't they have nets?
Yep.
Like we this is a catamaran. We put a net there, you can relax on it, and so like one net every I don't know 10 floors. Like that would stop people from dying and falling off the edge.
Also, safety is like, oops, I dropped a part. Oh no, just the net will catch it.
That's
right.
It's not gonna fall all the way down into. If I recall, like Wilkins fell onto the mesh that was protecting a fan. Well, what if you drop something and it goes into the fan, and now that fan's effed up?
Right.
Look at this. So cute, so comfortable. A guy hanging out with his little bear watching TV. Like these nets, like super effective.
And it would take, it put some resources to manufacturing it, but they seem very capable of doing it. And it seemed safety, suicide, protecting the equipment, like the fans and stuff down below. It seems totally worth it. Every 5th floor, every 10th floor, whatever it is. Why not?
Yeah.
Instead,
but maybe it's a part of the pact. Maybe it's part of the pact. Like, thou shalt not net.
Sims is like, how am I going to kill people? There's nets. No nets.